Welcome to Sisters in Lit in Life. It's been a while since I did an intro where we welcome to Sisters in Lit in Life, where we discuss the lit we read in life. I am Shannon.
I'm Whitney.
And I am Rain.
Tonight we will be discussing The School Reunion by
it is by what is her name?
Oh, Shalini, right?
Shalini Boland.
okay. All right, and that was Rain's pick, so she's gonna hit you off with the Rain's recap.
Yay!
Hey, y'all know I don't remember nobody's name. Not a soul in this book's name.
Oh shit!
Chloe,
Dean, and
Chloe was a little crazy.
Yeah,
Chloe was the main girl. Dean was the original main guy.
Chris, was it Chris?
Chris,
No, Chris
yeah.
is the boyfriend.
Chris
Was that other crazy dude.
Yeah, he's the other crazy dude. And then Nathan is the rando guy that's not really there.
Chris was, he was
Dean.
Nate was Dean.
Yeah. And then Chris is the one who was pushing up on her the whole time and was like,
Yeah, that's the ex-boyfriend. I don't know the people's name. Okay, so anyway. So I still don't know the name. Chloe, I do remember Chloe. Okay, so the book starts off with Chloe. She's recently divorced. She decides she gonna reinvent herself because, you find out really she a hoe and she cheated on her man and he left her for another woman, had a baby. The twins said that. He played in her face. So she decides she want to reinvent herself and go to her 15th class reunion. Now, why she want to do that? Who the fuck knows? But she decided she wanted to do that, and when she gets there, she's gonna push up on her high school crush.
Determined.
So she gets in this little group chat and for the reunion, and the mean girls from the school, they immediately go into mean girl mode, calling her Fishy Chloe or something like that.
Fishy fish. I said,
Fishy fish. So again, bitch, I don't know why you want to go. If they calling you fish, you might want to stay at home. But she wanted to go. And so she's in a group chat. And again, she's looking for her crush. Because she like, as soon as I get there, baby, I'm finna shoot my shot. And she gets this anonymous email telling her, do not show up at this reunion. We do not want you there. She like, I'm still going. Fuck that. I'm finna get up on this new dick. And so, pause that. We see this little side story for crazy. What's the man's name? I don't know. He's a construction worker.
Dean.
Construction worker guy. Dean. He got swindled by Chris, who is supposedly this billionaire. He got him to build this, whatever he got him to build, and didn't pay him no money. So he give a little fake name, go to Chris's office. They get into an altercation. Chris say, don't get in my face no more, and put a restraining order against him. But Dean decides, no, I'm going to get my money. And so he finds out about this class reunion because, come to find out, Chris and Chloe used to date in high school. So Dean decides he gonna crash the reunion. And he gets to the reunion. Fast forward, now they all at the reunion. Chris pull up on Chloe and was like, hey, remember we had a little thing back in the day, we need to rekindle that. Chloe like, no, I don't want you, because when you was with me, you cheated on me with one of the mean girls. Remember that? Remember that part? Remember that? So I don't.
Your mind.
And he tries to push up on her, kissing on her and all that, and she like, no, she thought she was gonna get essayed in the bathroom or whatever it was. So anyway, fast forward, she pulls up on her high school crush. Come to find out, that's Dean crazy ass, faking like he this random dude that never went to high school with them. So they at the high school reunion. The mean girls, they get to fight, lock her in the bathroom or somewhere, put her phone in the toilet. It's just drama at the high school reunion. Because again, moral of the story, 15, don't go back 15
Don't
years.
go back.
Don't go back. But anyway, she Dean is at the thing and he confronts Chris. Chris is like, oh, you're not the guy that went to high school with us that you're faking to be while you crashed this reunion. You're the guy that I owe money to. And Dean says, surprise, surprise, I ain't even that. Really, who I am, surprise, is the brother of the girl that unalived herself in high school because of you. So what I ain't finna do
Plot twist.
You at this reunion. So they get into a little scuffle in the altercation, and then Chloe convinces him, Dean. Chloe convinced Dean not to unalive Chris, and they going on about their merry little way. Fast forward, Chloe and Dean decide that they finna be together. They gonna get engaged. Oh, they finna live happily ever after. But you thought so. Come to find out, Chloe had a friend who also was secretly dating Dean's sister. And come to find out, Chloe was really the one that caused Dean's sister to unalive herself.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you even be in this nigga face? It's beyond me.
Right.
But the best friend confronts her and was like, oh, what you don't know is I really was Dean's sister's side, little side.
Little yeah.
Push up, little yeah. You know what I'm saying? We was really in love with each other. And you caused my boo thing to unalive herself. So what I ain't finna do is unalive you and frame you for Chris unalivement because he also had something to do with it. All y'all crazy. And she buried that bitch alive.
Alive.
The end.
Yes.
Moral of the story, leave, stay ass at home. I don't even know why people have class reunions. Why do people have class reunions?
I have no idea.
If I wanted to talk to y'all, we would still be talking.
Hello.
I don't. If I ain't seen you in 15 years, baby, I don't want to see you.
It's almost like it's a talent show for adults.
Yeah.
Like,
especially
you go
because she
back
was
and be
bullied.
like, here, look what I've done. Here's my
I
children.
especially wouldn't go if I was bullied. Because
I
why would I
wouldn't go at all.
I wouldn't go at all. But like, especially.
I don't even like y'all. Y'all didn't even like me. We not friends. So
we
why?
not friends at all.
What are you going back for?
Yeah. It didn't make any sense of why she went back at all.
No, why would you go
Why?
back when you know you are the reason? You are the reason.
If you'd have stayed home, you'd have lived peacefully in a nice flat in wherever the fuck you from in England.
That is wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. I do think like some of it, like about where Dean was building the situation, he was harping on this money and the man on him this money. I didn't understand. Did he know who Chris was while he did that? Okay.
No. So remember
He didn't find out until he went to look at his mom's drawer and found the journal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess it was like her mom's journal and the sister's journal like combined together or something like that. So he saw his sister's recount of what happened and why she was so upset and the mom's heartbreak of what happened to her daughter.
I think it was the mom's take on everything. Because remember, the stepfather at that, kicked the girl out, and he wanted to be like, oh, the little girl was the apple of his eye, and da 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 da.
That was her real dad.
That was his real dad. That was her real dad.
That was her real dad. I mean, that was the sister's real dad, but Dean's stepdad.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes it even worse. What you call it? You kicked your daughter out the house because you found out that she's a lesbiana, and she was embarrassing you in front of the school. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even try to console her on the same day. You booted her out the house, and the mom was like, no, not my daughter.
2 bins of stuff, just kicked her out. Wow. 16, right?
So the daughter went for a swim.
Drunk.
A swim that she ain't never want to return from. Okay? Yeah. And now everybody want to boo-hoo and cry. The dad didn't have a heart attack because he didn't know how to console or can deal with his emotions. And you done fucked up. So I think the mom just recanted everything that she felt or whatever in her diary, and that's how Dean found out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I was confused, but so are the journal entries that we're reading of the flashbacks, they're of the sister, right? Because she's the one who got her clothes. This is Chloe bullying the sister, her putting her clothes in the bleach in the bucket, because we are assuming that these are Chloe's experiences of being bullied by Abigail, but it's not. It's the sister's experience being bullied by Chloe, right?
No, by. Oh, I thought
It was a combination. It was a combination because Chloe's name wasn't never really mentioned.
She wasn't
But
mentioned
Abigail was a bitch to
Chloe. But no
Dean's
one
sister.
ever mentions in the journal entries who they're about, and there's different voices for the journal entries. It's not always
Yeah.
Chloe's.
So
So
maybe it was the sister's journal just in the
the
mom's
only
room.
reason I think that though is because that's towards the end when Chloe's in the getting put dirt on, she's reflecting and she's like, all those pranks I pulled on, I can't remember the sister's name, about her bleaching the clothes, taking the clothes, all that. Like she's the one who did that stuff to the sister. And she was saying, like, yeah, Abigail used to do stupid stuff to me, but I, spoke up and got stronger because I had friends and Chris, and she never had anyone to help her kind of through it. So she
So
just
you mean
took
to
the
tell me
bullying.
the whole time all the shit that was done to Dean's sister was Chloe?
Yeah, I think that was
Everything.
Chloe.
I
I
thought
think
it was
every
the mean girl. Which one was the mean girl that
there
did
so
it?
Abigail's the mean girl, but she bullied Chloe, but she bullied Chloe to a point because Chloe said she had Jazz and Harriet, and then she had Chris, so she didn't really get bullied like as she got bullied, but she was able to come up out of it and then become one of the cool kids. Because remember, Harriet and them were sitting at the table laughing at the picture of the sister kissing the girl. So I think, and that was all of Chloe's idea. So that journal entry, Chloe couldn't have been the one at the back of the table watching it crying because she wouldn't have cared about her kissing.
Right. She was laughing.
So it had to
I
be
got a question,
journals
though.
were about Chloe's experiences.
I got a question though.
That tripped me up for a minute because I was like,
Was it?
If Harriet is your friend, how do you not know that's your friend in the picture?
They couldn't see her face.
I couldn't see your face.
You don't know your friend body type.
They must have had on uniform.
Nothing.
They had on uniforms.
They had on
and they all
uniforms,
had on ponytails.
but you don't know what your friend looked like. Right.
That's too much
I'm gonna tell you right now.
So they might have all kind
if
of
y'all
looked the
was
same.
walking, if y'all was walking in the airport facing the opposite direction of me, even if I get a side profile or something,
You're right.
I know that that's my friend.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was like
one of those, right there. You're
one
right.
of those focus things where it's like it was probably a disposable camera, so maybe they clicked it and they only got a good shot of her face. There was maybe a blurred image.
You wouldn't have never thought that the other bitch would want a revenge too, because you outed them too.
Yeah, not really though.
Why did she never think? She thought it was Chris, and she thought it was the mean girl, Abigail, or whatever. You never thought, oh, it's probably the other girl that's in the picture. Never.
Yeah. But why would you continuously think it was Chris?
No, she thought it was Harriet. She thought the Dean's sister thought it was Harriet that was in on it.
Harriet?
So Harriet is the girl that
got buried alive.
Her. No, Harriet is the one who's burying her.
Okay, that was
Harriet buried Chloe?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the homegirl. That's the one she reconnected with.
Yeah.
Right. You done reached out to me like, oh girl, I see you. Hey, yeah, let's meet up for
I read that. I must have toned out the last bit of the book.
Yeah, Harriet was sitting at the table because Chloe is sitting in the back of this banquet hall at the table alone, and the picture pops up. She's looking over at the table and sees Harriet with her friends pointing and laughing at the picture. So that's why she thinks the girl that she loved set her up, because she's like, I thought I loved her. I thought she loved me, but she was in on it the whole time. So she thinks she's being pranked the whole time by this girl that she done fell in love with.
Yeah.
But Harriet actually loved Dean's sister.
But she was too scared.
That's the only she ever loved.
Yeah.
You should have slapped them bitches at the prom or whatever.
Exactly. She wasn't strong enough. She was weak.
She was a coward. She said she was a coward. She said I was too much of a coward. And then she didn't call her like the next day, the day after.
Well, she didn't make it to the next day. She went. I mean,
True. It was.
Her phone wasn't
Well,
working.
no, it was like she waited. She was upstairs crying for like 4 days. Remember, because that's why her stepdad called, or her dad called the school to be like, "Why is she so upset?"
I thought
That's when they found out what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is they snitching?
Because the counselor
The
doesn't know
adults just
better.
gossiping.
Gossip.
Ooh, wait.
It was just. I was just like the whole.
I would have never went back. I would have
never. Especially when I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I done cheated on my husband multiple times, and now I'm mad that he left me.
You got to be crazy if you knowingly are dating the brother of the girl that you had on
Time out.
She didn't
not
know
only
it at that very, very
not
moment.
only that, but you gonna stay in the bitch house?
She thought it was Nathan. Remember, after
you found out.
After that,
you don't leave with that man, and you done did that
at
to
all.
his sister.
Well, but she's even crazy because in the pool when she's trying to tell Chris, "Don't you call the police?" She's talking about, "I'm gonna call your wife and tell you we had an affair, your ex-wife," and call. She's crazy, and Chris was all about her. She should have just went with staying with Chris because Chris was about her crazy for real. He was like, "When you done with Dean,"
Chris
she did not. And she said Chris was good looking and he was rich. You should have just.
The man said, Harriet said that his sex was trash. He had a little weenie.
Harry's crazy too because
Harry said it was trash. So that's why Chloe didn't want that man. Chloe said
all crazy because Harriet. It's been 15 years, right? Okay, revenge, vendetta, whatever. Ma'am, you done went and slept with Chris to get back at him, and then he dropped a little nugget.
This whole school is a mess.
The whole school.
15 years. You hold up for 15 years.
Who are you, Abby, that you just sat here and just is still a mean person after 15 years?
You got away with it for 15 years, and after 15 years, you wind up unalive is wild to me. I'd have stayed behind.
Buried alive was crazy.
What's really crazy though, for real, is that although kids are mean. I was bullied, right?
Yeah.
So kids are mean. And you really never know what somebody's 13th reason is, right?
Yeah.
But she didn't hold the lady under the water, right?
No.
Right. So this lady, the girl did what she did to herself.
She did. For a multitude of reasons.
So distraught 15 years later, you gotta bury me alive? I didn't even do nothing, ma'am.
Right?
It was not me. That lady got drunk on her own.
She got drunk on her own, and she swam, so she couldn't even make it to the edge.
You were her 13th reason.
But there were other reasons. It wasn't just me.
I'm just saying, I don't understand why I gotta get
played a part. You played a role.
Yeah.
You played a role.
Yeah.
And
that last prank that you did was the straw that broke the camel's back.
That's cool.
You should have went after the mama too.
Get buried alive. Why you just can't hit me in my jaw? Like, why I gotta get buried alive?
Yeah. She was over there singing something for the people, okay? She said, "Boy, you'll never find another love as good as this." And she carried it on for 15 years.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Drop, leak a picture of mine. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't.
Well, my revenge would have been, I'm going to sleep with your husband. Like anything else. Like if Wendy had turned out to be Harriet, that would have been way, like, I done told your husband, and then I got 2 kids by him, bitch. Okay. But just bury you alive?
That shit didn't work out for your benefit because you done did a whole revenge plot, and now you probably don't even want the nigga. You done had 2 kids by him. You know what I'm saying? Now you're stuck for 18 years.
I know.
Wind up with a Mr. Potato Head. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to be on an episode of Snapped or Who the Fuck Did I Marry?
That's very true.
Don't nobody want to do that.
That book was wild. It didn't take me a minute to read it. I read it in one sitting, but I kept going back and forth between whether I liked it or not. Because I did like it, and then I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
it was a nice little short read. It wasn't. Yeah. It was giving Frida. It was a little Frida-ish.
The plot, it was just like some of the stuff. I was like, this just so unrealistic. It wasn't, like it's books, so it doesn't have to be realistic. But I was just like, what the fuck?
It was real Frida-ish.
Yeah.
So it kept me entertained for what it was. I'm glad it wasn't long.
Yeah,
because if it had been drawn out,
Yeah, because even at the beginning, I was like, okay, I understand you got to pay your people. I understand it. And then I was like, what? How the fuck do these two stories coincide?
It don't. Well, I
Because
guess
I was
I
like,
guess she was trying to make the connection or have some side connection between
yeah,
Dean and Chris, but you didn't need it because he was a brother.
no.
That's why I was giving freedom, because like you want so hard to have that plot twist.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be
So you
like,
force
oh.
the
But I guess
connection.
that was like, his 13th reason too, because like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, damn, you screwed me over with my money, and you were the reason why my sister was unalive. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, well, then he's like,
Where
he
is the
lost. He just,
police? How
hello.
you
Hello.
how Abigail, whatever girl name is, done jacked it. Well, first of all, Chris almost essayed her in the bathroom. No security, nowhere to
no
be found.
security, no
Then the
nothing.
other girl jacked her up and put a phone in the toilet and locked her
And
in the
locked her in the
closet.
bathroom. Talking about, you said, leave me time with
Not
Nathan.
the other girl come to the door talking about, ha ha ha, she asked for my keys. I didn't know she was gonna do this.
Just dumb. You
Where is
her friend,
security? That's
right?
why y'all do. That's why they did all that. You know what? You know what it is though. Them rich. That's what they be doing at the school. Was it a private school? I feel
It
like
was a private school.
It was a private school.
Yeah.
That sound about right. It sound about right.
Yeah. I was just like, these people are dumb. I was like,
It probably really be though at the school.
wow.
Probably.
It probably really be that, because when I went to school, I told you I went to school. I went to school with like pro football players.
Mm-hmm.
The pro football player daughter, the school hussy.
Yeah.
That lady was in that little girl was in the bus bathroom getting trains ran on her.
Lord.
She was in the highway by the vending machine giving the top off. That girl was so ran through. And she would have pool parties at her house because they had a really nice house. She would, have pool parties, invite to school. Baby, them rich white, and she was black though. Them rich people.
Yeah, my high school was very like one of those wealthy high schools, but I felt like we were pretty calm, chill kids. They were baseball players.
You just went on the side with the chaos. That's all.
Yeah, I probably wasn't, because I would hear about some of the chaos, and I didn't really drink a lot in high school and all that stuff either.
Drink.
We used to go to Mexico a lot.
And you ain't drink?
In Mexico, I did. I didn't go to life because I didn't want to go to the.
In high school, that's what y'all was doing.
Oh yeah.
But there was no chaos.
Maybe in Mexico.
But y'all going across the border to drink?
I lived 45 minutes. Drinking age is 18.
California going to Mexico is a rite of passage.
It was the best. Every Thursday we went to Mexico.
I'm just saying, like you was like, oh no, we're really chill. We just used to go across the border to drink.
Man, TJ was a good time.
Yeah, it was the best. Not no more.
Not more. Hell no. Listen, I remember when I was coming back from TJ, somebody got cracked. Like, and the bottles over there is real bottles. So you can't break those. It's not one of those ones that you can just drop and they'll bust open. Because them Modelo glasses over there, them is the real glasses. So dude got cracked on top of the head with a glass, right? And he was leaking while we trying to cross the border.
He was just like in the street.
Yeah, they was about to squab, you know what I'm saying? The dude was just like whack.
The border to get in and out is just it's so chaotic too.
Yeah, he was laid out and he had a whole seizure, and I was like, yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah,
I've been across there once.
Yeah, it's a different time, man. I don't know what happened after 2005 because I haven't been back to Mexico since 2005. But it was great.
I was about to say, you need a passport now, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To go
to Mexico. Yep. You can't cross the border no more. They started that.
Yeah, they started that with recently.
No, that was a while ago.
It's been some time. I think it probably had to be about 4 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, it's been a long time. I don't remember having to have a passport. I've only been once. I went with a homegirl, but I don't remember. It's been so long ago, but
it was the best because you could drink at 18, and then you go pay $15 to get in the club, and liquor it's $15 to get in and drink all you want. So when that's right. Used to love that. That was awesome. That was good times, man.
It was such a good time.
Ooh.
Good time.
So y'all had a good time. I was probably more of a what's the sister name? I probably was the sister in high school.
Oh, you was watching out for everybody?
No, I was the one getting picked on.
Getting picked on.
I got like nicknamed. The people called, you know what? It wasn't fish, but it was it wasn't that.
That's wild.
But yeah, like I was probably more that like on the 12th reason, going to school every day type shit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And look at you now.
And look at you now.
Looking
Looking 24.
Fun fact though. Fun fact, because you know, I went to high school with Crystal, and her sister was one of the people.
Oh hell no!
And her sister's best friend was the main person.
Oh my god!
So to be around them, is different because the best friend. Oh, don't talk to me.
You got a 15-year revenge plot going on. We ain't know about yet.
I just don't.
I bet they look like roly polies, don't they?
That would look like a roly poly in school. So I mean, she looked the same, but she looked the same. If I showed you, she looked the same. But I've been in spaces with them. Well, the sister, she cool, but the best friend, I've been in spaces with her, and she's like, "Hey, girl, get the fuck away from me. We are not cool.
We are not."
Don't
you know what's crazy? It's like
she tried to come up and hug you, and you was like,
I'm so shocked that you never fought her.
I seen her before Crystal. I had seen that same girl in the store, and she was like, "Oh, you look so familiar." I bet I do, bitch. I bet the fuck I do. Oh my god. She's like, "Do I know?" No, bitch, you don't know me.
That is some self-restraint right there.
Because if I put a picture of what I look like in high school, it ain't this. So my face still looks, and we was hot kids. So she recognized me but didn't know who I was. And then I seen her after the fact, and she came up and was like, "Hey, what?" Trying to be my Facebook girl.
Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Please don't know. I'm not gonna be cordial with you. I'm in this space for other reasons. You stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here. We are not friends. We would never be friends. We would never be cordial. Don't speak to me.
Did she ever be like, why? Or that was some time ago.
She probably knows. No, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. She probably knows why because of, she probably knows why because, of course, like her sister, like it's just through conversation, through relation, like she probably knows, but she don't know. I don't even be around her like enough or long enough. If I see her coming, I'm going the other way.
I'm going the way.
Yeah, because I know me in my mouth.
That's why I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
I don't want to cut up in these people's house. So leave me alone, please, because I am not that girl. I promise you. Leave me be.
Did Crystal know that all happened?
Listen, I was just about to ask the same question. Did Crystal know?
Know what?
That they did that to you.
Yeah. So in high school, she probably was not as aware. She knew what those girls were in high school because it wasn't just me. That's who they were in high school. So did she know, or maybe how directly it was towards me? Probably not. But once we started dating, absolutely. We had that conversation because they are still friends. They've been friends since high school. They're still very much close friends, the sister and the friend. And so I was like, hey, let me tell you now. I don't want to be in the space of that lady. I don't want to be in the space of that lady. If the lady try to talk, it's gonna be something different. So just hey. So I'm sure she had said that to her sister, and probably the sister had said something to the girl. But I've been around her multiple times since then. And if you don't know the vibe, you know it. Because every time she tries to talk, she is very free. And she might be, I don't know if she's nice or not. I don't know. But I know what you was then. Mm-hmm. And so she'll come in and be like, hey. And then I go on about my business. So the energy, you receive the energy I'm giving you. So why you keep trying to give me this other energy, I don't know.
Girl, you better than me, because wouldn't have been no way. Ain't no hey.
Every time I see her, it's a family event. So, and I'm not like she ain't coming to my house. I'm at their mother's house, or I'm at they had a baby shower. I mean, not a baby shower, a gender reveal at her house. So I'm not gonna. I can chill enough, long as you don't say nothing to me.
Yeah.
I can chill enough to respect other people's spaces.
Yeah.
Because this ain't my shit. Now, I will tear this shit up in here. So just leave me alone. Let me sit over here in my corner and you sit and you gonna do what you do. So every time I've seen her, it's at a different event, like where it's at somebody's house, like a family's house, like a cousin's house or the sister. Like, I'm not doing all that. It ain't that deep.
I was about to say, maybe when I grow up, I'll be a better person. But right now, I guess I just need to go sit on Natalie's couch.
Who is Natalie?
Natalie,
how are you today?
You taking what is it called? Clients. I think I got some deep-seated issues. I cannot hide my facial expression, and I can't fuck with people that I don't fuck with.
Who you talking about?
Mentally wealthy coach.
Oh, okay.
She's a therapist.
Oh man, I didn't get bullied.
You didn't?
I didn't get bullied, and I didn't bully. My school was actually super. Like, we didn't have all that stuff going on in our school, and I feel like I was in a lot of different groups, like of people, and we just didn't see that out of my school.
He was with the white kids.
Yeah, our school was predominantly white.
Yeah,
mine was too.
Yeah, but we never really like. I don't know. I'm sure people got bullied, but even like the weird kids that were traditionally weird still was like a part of we all hung out. Like everyone hung out. Like everybody. We didn't have like the segregated kind of like cliques either for school.
I'm still like that now. Keep that energy. I was really like that then. I was really quiet. I didn't even bother nobody. I was so quiet and like timid and like.
And you know what? And them be the ones that they mess with.
Probably, yeah,
the timid ones, the ones that don't say much.
Yeah.
They always mess with them the worst. And probably because they was low-key jealous of you.
And they probably had some self-esteem issues.
Now the self-esteem issue might be the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
They wasn't jealous of like nothing I had. They wasn't jealous.
I was about to say, you can be jealous as far as self-esteem go too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I look like in high school. I don't know about that part. She might have some other self-esteem issues on her own, but and that just what I think is that it just translated to anybody and anything. You want it to be like the popular kid, the bag.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, that's why they're bullies, because they just want to be the class clown, or you think it's funny to crack a joke, or, to make the class laugh, but you don't realize that what you're causing the class to laugh at is a person.
Yeah.
And then that joke carries into the next class and the next year and you know what I mean? So I don't think she was really necessary. She couldn't have been jealous of me as an individual, not because of what I looked like, not because of what I had, because I promise you, I was in the Payless shoes and the Walmart t-shirts, baby. I was not no dresser. I remember I bought my first pair of Nikes. Like I had some Air Max. I bought some Air Max and came to school thinking I was cute because we had we went to like state or something, and so they let the school go watch the basketball players, and so it was like a field trip. So I had my little Air Max. I thought I was cute. They clowned the fuck out of me. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Because I had on name brand shoes. How you clown somebody because they got on name brand shoes?
Were Air Maxes not cool?
They were, but it was the fact that I never had nothing, right? I was always the Payless kid or the Walmart shoes, or I never had no name brand shoes. So when I came to school in the Air Max, and they were brand new Air Max, like the ones that had just came out, and they was like, man, you think you cute? Oh, she got some new shoes. She came, da, 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 da. Oh, she probably borrowed them shoes or something like that type of thing.
Oh.
I'm like, damn, how did clown for having on the shit and clown for not having on the shit?
Look, it would have been like, don't worry what the fuck I be doing. See, I could have never been bullied because my mouth is reckless.
Yeah, I was so scared of getting in trouble. Now don't play with me outside of school.
I was like, I can't imagine you that rain being this rain, because this
Yes,
rain
I'm
will catch you the
saying. I
fuck
was
out.
like, well, this rain was burst out
Yeah.
of
Out of all
okay.
that, yeah.
yeah. This is rain was burst out of that, and so. But I was really, my mom, she didn't play that shit about getting me in trouble in no school. Now catch me at the motherfucking bus stop, ho, it's on and popping. But at that schoolhouse, I'm finna sit down and shit the fuck up. Because what you can't do is call my mama.
Yeah. Because I ain't getting in trouble.
I'm more scared of my mama than I'm worried about
I'm
talking
scared
to
of you. For real.
Yeah,
for real.
baby. What you can't do is call my mama at work. So I'm gonna sit here and do my work and shit the fuck up. Now, you come over there to the house, that's a different situation. And I had two brothers. One of my brothers, he good and crazy. Don't let me go home and my brother at home. Now I'm talking cash money for real. Because he will come fight you. He has fought. He has like come to the bus stop.
Hey, don't call my mama. Hey, sister.
Nah, baby, don't call my mama. Don't call my mama.
I mean, you can call my mama now. Because my mama a whole cake right now.
Oh.
She a different lady than she was when she raised me.
She raised you.
She a whole different lady now. She gonna be joking and ha 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 and some shit that I do now.
See, you can call my mom because I get to the phone before her and pretend I'm her. So I used to do that all the time. I used to intercept the voicemails. I used to give my friend's phone number as her phone number.
My school called during school hours.
That's
like,
wild.
so they didn't like a lot of schools, they would call.
They call after, yeah, when people get
I
off
don't
work.
think my mom even knew anything about anything that I went to school. Like, no, like my mom was just.
See, I'm saying
disconnected
this.
from me
See,
as a
I'm
child.
on carrying to school with a switch, baby. Don't call my mom.
That's
Do not
crazy.
call my mama. Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
That's why I got that. You get woe out where you show out. So what I did not need in
I
high
did not want your
school,
mama to come
if I
to
was getting
school.
bullied and talked about before, what I didn't want was my mama to come up there. They really
Hell
was
no,
gonna be
'cause
clowning
you really
me.
got a reason to talk about me.
Not we just record over the message.
Yeah, we didn't get no message. We did not get. It was a live person. Bolton, the school I went to, they did not do that. Like we're now in Memphis. They had it when I was in high school.
Oh
They
my
were
gosh.
now, but they were separated: the city schools and the county schools. So the county schools, them people in the office called your mom during school hours.
That's
The city
crazy.
school, it was like an automated thing that said your child was absent from school today. Da, 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 da. So yeah, you can do that. Them people in the office was calling your mom.
Time out. Who that with me?
It's Rakuzo.
I know that gotta be because the name say Hunt, so I know it gotta be
It's
somebody
Rakuzo.
from your camp. Now I'm trying to see what you about.
About
Mbaku,
nothing.
get off the line.
We don't play them games. Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Look, because I was about to say he was about to get blocked. I was like, but hold on.
Sit
He
back.
was like-
Oh yeah.
I was like, we don't play
Shannon
these
will block
games.
you
She's
quick.
married.
She's
But I had to
married.
look. I had to look.
She don't want no part.
Shannon don't play. She'll block you quick.
I know. I was looking. I was like, but I was like, Hunt.
You
Okay.
better be glad
And
you
she
ain't get blocked
laughing.
before she asked.
Listen, because the only reason why is because she had laughed and she was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, oh, okay, she must know.
You ain't gonna even
who that is.
acknowledge him.
You were talking. I said hi.
That's how you do. So when you talk, then you gotta wait to acknowledge the people in the comments. Say it again. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. Well, you were talking. I'm gonna interrupt you. I went like this. I said hi. Like I mouthed it, but I'm not gonna interrupt your story.
Exactly. That's your husband, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Don't worry about it. The person that needs to get it got it.
Okay.
But yeah, so moral of the story, this book, I think I probably would give it like a 3.5.
I think I was up around the 3.
Yeah, I don't yeah, and I've never been to a high school reunion, and this is solidifies why I won't go back.
Yeah.
I'm knocking on I'm finna come up on my 30.
I think when is my 20-year reunion? My 20-year reunion was this year. I didn't know about it.
On my 30. So
I only keep in touch with a couple of people from high school.
it was called The School Reunion by Shalini Boland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has actually a book on my PVR.
I'm a youngin. She was talking to me, not you, Whitney.
I I don't look young. You look young. I
She
look
probably
like
talking
my
about you
age.
because you said, I'm assuming, because you said you're 20.
Yeah,
You're,
my 20-year reunion is this year. That's wild.
yeah. Time go by so fast because I feel like high school was just the other day.
Yeah. I had I guess it
You
is too.
going
It
to your
depends.
30-year reunion? You going to your 30-year? When is your 30-year reunion?
You too.
But I wouldn't even if I went the high school I graduated from. Them people wouldn't even know me, so I would just go in there looking crazy.
I don't think I've seen pictures of you from that young, but I've seen pictures of you. Don't look like your face doesn't look so different. Like,
They just wouldn't recognize me. I just wouldn't.
yeah,
I just wasn't. I wasn't popular. You wouldn't know me. I could have been sitting in the class, and I'm just the person in the class. Like I'm just a
yeah,
face, so
just a
nobody
fellow student.
would know
You and
me.
I both, those. I'm ready to stay in a child's place too. I'm ready to hang all this shit up. Hang it up.
Yeah.
So what
That's crazy.
category? We're not gonna pick no book because you already know how that goes.
Well, this is
What
the second thriller in
category?
a week, right? We got to get out of thrillers because this is the
Huh?
second one, right?
What you say?
We gonna try something other than thriller? Hey,
Yeah.
Lady Royce.
Hi.
Hey,
I
we
don't know
need.
what, but because this book and then what the last book we read was a thriller too, wasn't it? Or a
Mm-hmm.
supposed thriller?
What
One
did
of
we
them was
read
a
last time?
It was
Here I know.
psychological type
Oh, Love
thriller.
Mom. We read Love Mom.
Love Mom. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So what do we want to lean towards? Uh,
Romance.
dark, erotica romance,
Romance.
monster.
Rom com.
Oh,
Erotic. We can do erotica.
I found the darkest book to date so far for me.
I don't want to read it.
I almost put it in the chat and said, "Do not read this book." Ooh,
What is it?
it's that what's it called? The book by A. Dark, 24690 or whatever. It's a number. It's the title. That book was it's
You
not a
read it?
romance.
You read it
Yeah, I
already?
finished it. Yeah, I read it. I read it. I finished it last night. I want to know what happens, so I might read book two, but it was the most disgusting, depraved, like it was really hard to read.
It was hard for you to read.
It was
You
hard for
know
me to
what?
read.
Oh, I want it.
You know
Yeah,
what?
because I can get past any kind of sexual kink. I can get past most of those things, but when you start it's sex trafficking, right? So they're all sex slaves, and they're named known as slaves. First of all, I can't stand that in books anyway. But it, the whole thing is great, the whole book, and then they have this part. It's like a underground club for wealthy men to do whatever they want to do. They fillet a girl. There's cannibalism. There's a part of the building called the cradle. So you know what aged people are in that.
Yeah, no.
Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Like anything that they would want is they're allowed in this underground. And they're all the people are called masters. And
And ain't
they
nobody
auction.
go in and just TNT the spot.
Nope.
Mm.
It's I was like, I don't know if I can
It's
finish
a
this.
banned book.
It has to be a banned book. There's no way. Well, it was on
Where did you
Kindle.
get it from?
It was on Kindle,
Oh no.
Then it's
but
not banned.
I don't know if they
It must not
sell
be
it.
popular.
It must be new.
It has four. You know what's crazy? It has like most of the reviews are all 4 and 5 star reviews too, or it's all one. There's no in between. But I think the Goodreads average was like 4.08, and the second one is 4.21. I was like, ain't no way. But I almost put in the chat yesterday and was like, do not read this book because it is
I need to start that shelf on my Goodreads, like a do not read book,
golly.
because I'll forget.
Yeah, like I started Death Trap. That one's pretty interesting, but it's so freaking long.
So what are we picking for
I
next?
don't know, just not that.
Y'all want to do fan? I don't want to do no fantasy book.
I don't know why you.
I don't want to do no fantasy book.
I don't.
Um,
I'm reading this other one, so I don't want to.
what fantasy? Have you been adding all these fantasy books to the Libby?
No.
So I added a new library, right? And I went and got a Zillow address. And ever since I added that, right, I'm getting this super weird books in the thing. And it was like shadow bitten or something like that.
But I don't. But if I didn't add the library, I don't have it, so it's not popping up for that library.
It's so weird.
Whatever library you're talking about, because you ain't share your library.
I do share them. I put them on the shared thing.
When
It was like 3 or 4. It was like maybe a week ago.
you put it on the notes thing?
Yeah, it's you know the one that's shared. It's at the very bottom. It's a library you already have though, but I added it with a different thing. I think it's like Houston. I can't remember what it's at the very
Oh,
bottom.
I do see Houston on here.
So wait a minute. Can I get an apology about me
I
not adding the
apologize with
stuff?
me. You ain't tell me.
I didn't. I just put it on there.
I want to let y'all know what you call it. The Bone King and the Starling.
The Bone King and
That
the
book is
Starling.
good as shit.
Y'all be reading the good. Y'all be reading the good books on the side.
I know.
And then we
I'm
get
sorry.
in here picking books, and then we be picking these books.
By
I mean,
Elizabeth
we can
Stevens.
read it, but it's a historical fiction.
I like
like
historical.
historical fiction.
I guess that's what you would call it.
It's only 200 pages too.
Because the way he be shattering her little box up,
How is that historical fiction?
they be hunching.
Well, why you ain't say? See, that's how you do.
I just finished it
Oh, it's
today.
a Viking man. He's a Viking.
Yes.
I love a Viking. I like historical fiction.
Interracial historical fiction. He's a Viking.
Once you realize it was good, you should have been like, "Hey,
Hey, y'all.
I'm telling you now, I just finished it.
You knew 3 chapters in the book was fire. You're supposed to let us know immediately going forward.
what's the name
I'm
of the book?"
telling you. The Bone King and the Starling.
I just added it to my Goodreads, so it should pop up for you.
Is that what we were in next week or no?
I'm cool
we
with
can
it.
though.
It's short.
Oh, is that good?
Because I'm telling you, he was hunching on her and he was like, I will set the whole world ablaze. You fuck with my Starling.
The Bone King and the Starling. Elizabeth Stevens.
Yeah. I'm cool with it. I can read that. That means I don't have to read it until Wednesday too, so it'll be fresh in my mind since it's not long.
You mess around, I'm gonna have to read it again.
Is it just a standalone or is it a series?
No, I think
No,
it's a standalone. It ends. Hey Stormy. It ends.
Hey.
That nigga fucked her one time and he was like, you my queen.
Oh,
You're gonna be the mother of my child, the star, the moon, my whole existence.
Ooh, look, Lizzie Cooper got this book. It's called How to Fail at Escaping an Alpha Orc.
An alpha what?
Orc.
Orc.
He's green. Adding to the TBR.
You know what I seen? I don't know if I should say it on here. Will they block
Say
me?
it.
Never mind. I'll say it in the chat.
Dang.
They said, what do you get when you cross an alien and Diddy?
An alien and Diddy? A self-lubing alien. Because the oil? I don't know.
What do you get?
What do you get?
Alien versus Predator.
Oh, okay.
I gotta give it to Nicole because Nicole been having all the dad jokes.
I'm done. I'm so done.
Woo! That shit was hilarious when I heard it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Shut up, Shannon.
Hey, it is what it is.
Whatever makes you happy, girl.
Whatever makes you happy.
I thought you were
Nabby.
talking about something completely different, though. Like, I was like, is this a book? I was so confused.
No, it was a joke.
It was just a joke.
I'm not taking her jokes. I just seen one and I was like, ooh, Nicole, I got a joke for Nicole. But I'm not taking her jokes. Stormy, you always be trying to start some shit. She be on my head, y'all. I'm gonna get rain on you.
There you go. She's not the same as she was in high school now.
You see how she looked?
She Shanby had me cussing out her cousin and everything. I said, damn, you done had me cussing
That
out
was
all the way the fuck
hilarious.
out.
That was so you cussed that man
Me?
out. Your husband.
You, yay!
Oh,
Now the man
nah, he
explained
deserved
himself.
it.
Now he
deserved
explained
it,
himself, and
though.
I'm like, oh, well, damn.
Nah, he deserved it. He deserved
That
it.
was
I cussed
funny.
his ass all the way out.
No, he deserved it. Because, baby, listen, you wasn't shit. Because how you going to be over here telling me you going to do X, Y, Z and ain't did nothing?
That was funny.
I gotta go.
You over here talking about, oh, I'm going to take the kids to school in the morning. Oh, I can't take the kids to school in the morning. Oh, I'm going to pick Amir up from school still sitting on the game. Like, don't tell me shit. Keep it to yourself.
Mm-mm-mm.
But
That's
yes,
funny.
so I'm going to end our YouTube. Thank you for joining us on Sisters in Lit in Life. Next week, the book will be The Bone King and the Starling. I don't know who it's by.
Oh,
I forgot.
just made it up.
Yeah.
It is by Elizabeth Stevens.
There you go. So support a Black author and go and read that book because it's great.
There you go.
What?
That's not Black. I must got the wrong book.
She not Black?
If she damn, unless she biracial or something. She very fair skinned if she is. She might be. She just look like she look like a
Oh no, she's I think she's biracial.
She biracial.
Might be biracial.
Well, girl, I was like, don't tell me they done lied to me. And this white woman is
she's
over here writing
biracial.
black
She
characters.
might be biracial.
She is. I'm looking at her picture.
What make the only thing in this picture now? What picture you looking at on Goodreads? Because the only thing in this picture that look like that might make her be looking biracial is her hair, and that
her face looks biracial to me. She just looks like she's very fair skinned.
I was like, she's very fair skinned, so she might be. I just when I looked at her initially, I
have a book of hers on my TBR because I said,
I don't know who this white woman is.
You do? I thought this was her debut.
Who?
I have to have a book by her because I looked at her picture before.
Who? Elizabeth Stevens.
This not her debut. She got plenty of books on here.
Yeah,
I got plenty of books.
She got books all the way from 2020, 2021. She got a lot of books.
Yeah. She wrote Taken to Baroxia.
She has a lot of books.
Yeah.
Unless we got the wrong book.
So, no. I'm pretty sure there's not a whole lot of books out there called The Bone King and the Starling.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
She actually, I read Taken to Baroxia. It's actually really good, but the audio is so bad I couldn't finish it because
I was about to say this audio. I was like, I am not a fan of The Bone King.
Whoever the guy, like, it's like I don't know if when they recorded it, it skips. So it's like when he says certain words, it messes up with the. I couldn't listen to. I had to pause. I was like, I can't listen to it. But it sounded like a good book. So I got into it. I was like, I don't want to. I want to finish it. I can't finish it because the way this is narrated. So I'm going to read it instead. I think I actually had it on one of the lists for the Alien books to read when we picked the Alien book.
She has a lot of books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has a shit ton of books actually. It got to be the same person.
Well, no, because maybe it's the first in that.
You read Dark City Omega, didn't you?
That's her book.
Yeah, that's her book.
Yeah, I didn't really care too much for that book either.
Yeah, I didn't finish that one. But she wrote that. I remember you told me about that book a long time ago.
But I ate the fuck up out of this book. I started it. I think I started it right when I went to work and I finished it when I got off.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. It's only 198 pages, so that's a quick, easy read too.
Mm-hmm.
No, so I'll definitely start that Tuesday.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna read it the week of.
I mean,
Let
it
me.
wasn't like it was a whole lot going on, like, for you to remember. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
No,
it
I
was
ain't got to
cool.
recap it. I'm all right.
That's on you today.
Yeah, that's
That's
why
on
I'm
you
gonna have
next
to read
time.
it again so I can recap it. And guess what I got it on? I got it on Hoopla.
I don't have Hoopla.
Oh,
Look at you though. So
she
proud
gave
of
us that
yourself.
card. She notified us. She put it
Yeah,
in.
she did. I gotta
I
download
put
it.
it in the chat and everything. I did
You
my due
did.
diligence.
Whitney didn't do that.
Doesn't it not send you an update when people add stuff to the thing?
I got that turned off.
We'll see. I added it though. As soon as I did, I said, I'm adding this bitch because I gotta see how I contribute a little bit to the list because we
I
got a lot of
appreciate you.
libraries.
I'm gonna
I'm
go ahead
telling
and
you,
add it today.
someone else has. I don't know if it's that library or one of the other libraries, but I think right now I currently have like 18 loans out.
You?
Like not me personally, just like our whole Libby. So between me, you, it gotta be Lonnie too. She must have some books on there.
Well, I will say this because some of this stuff probably could go back, but I just let it go back. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like my books, but I don't send it back because I think I sent something back one time, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna read that," and I was like, "Well, damn."
Yeah, I don't send them back either
Because
unless
this
I know y'all are gonna
three
read it.
hard lessons, that's not me because I read that.
I just got it today. I
Yeah.
didn't get that. Yeah, it just came today because I just saw it pop up on my thing that it was ready to borrow. But like, there's a bunch of random books on there that are like fantasy that are like shadow bitten and something weird. I'm like, who's reading this?
Let me see.
I was like, now they're
What's Black
reading
Rose? Is that you?
that. Yeah, that went back though. It should have.
It's in
No,
here.
I read the first one and I wanted to continue it, but I lost interest
Okay, so
because that's
send it
book
back.
2. Yeah, that's book 2. And then I think I have one more day on Local Girl Missing, don't I? Or did that go back?
Yeah. You didn't finish this book. It says red.
You read
Oh,
it. I
that's
didn't
me.
read it. Yeah, I need to read it. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it though. I might. And then I think the Briar Girl Club, whatever, is still in there. I'm not gonna read that. But I didn't know if you were gonna read it. There's a
Uh,
bunch of random books in there.
I don't see that.
It might have went back then.
Yeah, because the only other thing is just for the summer. That's Abby Jimenez.
Yeah, I had that one, but I haven't started it yet.
And then Lies He Told Me.
I haven't had that one. I have it, but I didn't download that one. Did you download that one?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, I didn't download that one.
I don't know. I might have. I'll be forgetting. Anyway. And then this one mine. But I don't see nothing else because this other stuff.
So the other one must be the new library card I added. So someone must have that because it wasn't even like where I had to put a. Did I have to put a PIN number? I think it just had like the ID, and I didn't even have it. Maybe I did have a PIN.
Is this you? All I wanted was a glass of vino,
No.
but the alien dude kidnapped me instead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one's mine. That one's mine. That series is good.
What
I
is
don't know
it?
if that's the third
No.
one.
Oh yeah.
The vino. Yeah. All I want to know is glass of vino that got abducted by a dude. Yeah, I'm reading that one. I only got a little bit left to finish on that one.
Yeah. So.
Though, yeah, those titles kill me because the one was like, I just wanted sushi and I got abducted by an alien prince. They be cracking me up. I read some weird stuff. Oh man, I went to this book club on Monday in my city, and it's mostly those. And I tell you, they want, oh, let me get your Goodreads. I was like, oh, let me tell you about my Goodreads. 1 second, disclaimer: don't look through my Goodreads if you don't want to look through my Goodreads. Like, don't be adding me to Goodreads if you're gonna judge, because I got wild stuff in there. Oh, I want to talk to you about this book. I want to talk to you about this book. And I was like, oh yeah, I read this book. This MM book. Which MM? I was like, oh, y'all are so new. It's like starting over. Yeah, I was like, oh, this might not be for me. I don't want to monopolize a conversation.
What's his name?
But I just was like, oh, they're nice though. It was really fun. It was cool to talk to other readers, but I was just like, oh, this is different. I wonder if they'll read plus one.
Ooh.
Book club. They have Credence on their list to read, and then they have.
Yo, no, you better stay on the side
I
that you
suggested a not so meet cute. I was like, you guys were probably like a not so meet cute. Like I feel like that is.
That. That's a good one.
I suggested
Man,
that
it
one.
ain't found a book like his sense. That's a damn shame.
Mm-mm. But I'm telling you, you guys haven't read her Agitator series. It's almost not. I wouldn't put it on the same level, but it's very close.
I put it on my my TBR.
It's very close. It's the same humor. It's very very good spice in it, but it's funny. Her other ones aren't not nearly as funny. And I read a lot. You know what's crazy? So you know how at the bottom of Goodreads it'll give you like suggestions, like, oh, do you want to read dark romance? So I clicked dark romance the other day, and I just was scrolling. I was like, oh shit, I'd read all these. I'd read so many. It was crazy. And then I read like the first two, and I didn't read like 3, 4, and 5. But I was like, it's just crazy how many dark romance books I read.
I gotta clear my TV. I gotta stop adding more books than I read. Because I like get a book and start that book, and versus like somebody tell me about a book, and then I just add it to my TBR.
Yeah,
I'd be like, no, that's gonna be the next book I read.
That's too hard though when you're on. Oh, here's 16 books you got from one day of talking to people.
Yeah,
because that's what happened. We get on here and we talking about, oh, let's read that book. This book sounds good.
I know.
I'd be like 6 books later. Because I think my TBR is up to almost 1,000. I think I'm at like 9. What am I at? 954 on my TBR on Goodreads. Oh, that's wild. Yeah. And I went through and deleted stuff I know I wasn't gonna read. Like last month.
I don't even add shit over there.
I do.
I gotta keep track because I promise you,
I forget, and I'm such a mood reader. Like
the same book 3 times.
And like Shannon had, she tried to have us read that book that she read and gave a 3-star.
I wasn't gonna bring that up again, but it did cross my mind.
Fix your face, man. Fix your face.
Damn, girl, you read this book already. Did I?
And it was 3. It wasn't even like a 5-star where it was like, let's read
Ain't your ass supposed to be in bed?
She didn't say she was going to sleep. She just said she was getting on the couch.
Oh my god.
A whole bunch of bullshit, and I was like, no, I can't go down the rabbit hole with you.
I did read a new tree book.
I was talking to you, Q.
I read a new tree book.
I was talking about you. Your ass.
I told somebody we read a book about a tree. I just brought that up today. I read a book about a tree.
I got another one if you want to tell them about a different tree. It's different. No. It's a different kind of tree.
Oh, I done got my tree book quota.
She said she ain't going back.
I already gave it the mission.
I'm so done. Yup. I found Siggy Shade, so now I'm into her books right now.
Who?
Siggy Shade. She writes sentient books like The Tree, and then she has one. What's it is? She got a bunch of random books.
I need to.
You ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me.
She has one called Stalked by the Boogeyman, and then there's one about breeding with Bigfoot. So funny. Dinner with Daddy. I have no idea what that's about. But yeah, gotta keep it interesting. Gotta keep it crazy.
No, man.
I need to figure out what I'm gonna read after this big ass religious anti-religion book. I don't even know what to call it. I need to read One Night Only by L. Kaysen. I need to read that. I want to see a shifter book.
Did you said you read that Diamond Dallas book?
Mm-hmm. I liked it.
Yeah, I finished it day before yesterday, I think.
Yeah, I think I gave it
It
4.
was interesting because that lady was stealing her ass off.
You know what's crazy though? She got caught so many times for her to not have been in jail for a lot longer.
Right.
She got caught
I remember
all the
catching
time.
her, but she done escaped the
She
custody.
escaped, bruh. She
This lady old as
escaped.
hell.
She escaped because she I think she recently, not recently, but last time she was arrested, she was like 89 years old, stealing $20 from Walmart. Like,
$20.
yeah, it was some
$40.
stupid stuff from Walmart. But I just don't understand. I was like, she couldn't have gotten away with it like she did. She couldn't have done it now. There's too many cameras and stuff. But back in the day, she was walking out with just jewels upon jewels.
And they crazy. I don't understand how you don't realize these huge. She went into one store. This was supposed to be such a huge deal. This ring, they advertising it on the billboard.
Yeah.
How you don't realize somebody walk out the store with it? Like walk out with it on their hand.
Sewed it into she got arrested, but sewed it into the lining of her clothing while she in prison. What? Over here, she had a whole boyfriend that had a wife, and the wife knew. And the wife was like, "You keep him happy." What? She should have stopped. She should have started messing with Kenny. Kenny was had her all messed up.
Man,
that was crazy. That was a crazy book. I said, "This is."
Get around to reading it.
Yeah, that was. I think as soon as you put it in the chat, I read that.
You ain't got to rush to read it, but
yeah,
it's interesting.
It's a short one if you do it on if you listen to it. It's not very long.
Yeah, it's not long. I'm just saying it ain't like you ain't got to rush to read it. It was a good book, but you ain't got to. Yeah, unless you want to read about her autobiography, which ain't no whole lot of action. She really just stealing.
Yeah,
she really just stealing.
I'm saying she just talking about she was getting on planes, flying to these
international.
She everywhere. She everywhere. Walking in the store, flirting with the people because they think she Diane Carroll somebody.
She was still in Cartier before Cartier was a thing.
And they were just on her hand, and then she would put the ones she didn't want back and leave them up on her fingers and walk out the door.
Put some gloves on and walk right out the door.
And then she would literally go hop another flight to go to a whole nother country.
To get away from it. Was just like straight to the airport. Catch
That's crazy.
In Zurich, over in Sweden, like just everywhere. But it's her younger life was crazy because when she got pregnant at 15 and had a bunch of she had 2 or 3 kids right away. And the man who was I think he was way older than her. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But she left her mama. That was her whole goal in life. Take care of her mama.
Hey.
Yeah.
She had somewhat of priority.
Yeah, that's why she was out there stealing. So she could take care of her kids and her mom.
That lady was out there stealing to be stealing. That lady went out there to take care of her mama stealing. She wasn't doing all that. Her mama told her she need to stop that stealing.
But your mama was spending that money and living in that house though.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. That was good. Yeah, because then it was she started the guy who she was messing with started selling drugs, and that she started getting into that stuff, and I was like, oh Lord, scrape how you take the dime bag and scrape the remaining dust out of the bag and turn around to sell that. That was crazy. I never heard of that.
You said you never heard of what?
You know, she was saying they would take the dime bags or whatever bags of coke they had, and they would take the razor blade and scrape out the dust to make more. That was towards the end of the book.
I missed that part. What?
Yeah, that's what she started doing when she couldn't sell when she couldn't get into the diamonds for a minute there. Yeah, it was crazy. I said, oh, I ain't never heard of her.
At that point, she was 90 years old.
Yeah. She was old. She probably
90 years old and still stealing is wild.
Yeah, she loves it. She loves the adrenaline from it. She got to.
Yeah, wow.
Why she ain't answered the text yet? I'm concerned.
Did y'all listen to it?
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, I listened to it.
So we don't have a solution? Or
nope.
Oh, she hasn't looked at it either.
With that being said, I will be back in about 10-15 minutes because we got to do some housekeeping around here. Some furniture moving, some room shifting. We will be back. Y'all have a great rest of y'all day. I'll see y'all in a little bit. All right.